Cuban President Raul Castro says he is willing to mend fences with the United States and sit down to discuss anything, as long as it is a conversation between equals. The two sides have not had diplomatic relations for more than 50 years. The offer was made during a major political rally to mark the July 26th holiday in Cuba. Our correspondent in Havana, Michael Voss, has been following the day's events, and he joins us now live. Michael, is this a new position on the part of the Cubans, and why make the offer now?
Elaine, President Raul Castro has made similar offers in the past. This latest speech comes just months after the Obama administration refused to allow Cuba to attend the Summit of the Americas in Cartagena, Colombia. This despite the fact that every single country in Latin America and the Caribbean wanted Cuba to be there. Cuba has its own issues with the US, like the trade embargo and the Guantanamo Bay base. Now, in the past, Fidel Castro used to use this Revolution Day holiday to make keynote political speeches. It's a tradition that's being continued by Raul Castro.
Viva Fidel! Viva Raul!
July 26th is one of the most important dates in Cuba's political calendar, the anniversary of the first battle of Fidel Castro's revolution. His brother, President Raul Castro, used this year's rally to call on the United States to sit down at the negotiating table to discuss their differences.
If they want to discuss problems of democracy, what they call freedom of the press, etc., all the stories they have invented in recent years, above all about human rights, we will discuss them. Yes, everything about Cuba but equal condition, because we are nobody's colony, nobody's puppet. We want to discuss the same issues about the United States.
This year's rally was held in the eastern province of Guantanamo, home to the US naval base of the same name. Even without the controversial military prison there, the American presence in Guantanamo has long been a sore point. Cuba claims it was ceded under pressure more than a century ago, and the vice president used this year's rally to call for its return.
Never under any circumstance will we stop demanding the recuperation of this piece of land. We will continue to denounce the flagrant violation of international law until Cuba exercises sovereignty over this part of our territory.
The economy also featured strongly in this year's speeches. President Castro urged patience, saying he would not be rushed into hasty changes, but that the reforms would continue slowly but surely.
Raul Castro doesn't have the charisma of his elder brother Fidel, but this was one of his more animated speeches. Elaine.
Well, Michael, you know, the president made this offer. What are the chances of a U.S. response to this offer?
Very slim at the moment, I think. He has made this offer through diplomatic channels in the past and been rebuffed. And remember, this is an election year and no US president is likely to take any initiative on Cuba in an election year. As to Guantanamo, even when one day the two countries do solve their differences and resolve diplomatic relations, that's going to be an even trickier problem because of the strategic importance of the bay to the US Navy.
Okay, Michael Voss reporting for us live in Havana.